Hello, good day. Okay, our topic is about polar areas. Okay, so number one, what is the area enclosed by the circle R equals 2a cosine of theta? Okay, madali lang to. Itong problem na to. No? So, solution. So, R equals 2a cosine theta. Okay, so if I'm going to multiply both sides by theta, so ano mangyayari dito, no? So multiply by r, so we have r squared equals 2ar cosine of theta. Okay? So recall muna. Recall, y or x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Okay? And x is equal to r cosine theta. Y equals r sine of theta. Okay? So, naalala? Yes. So, ito is r squared. X squared plus y squared equals r squared. So, substitute natin dito. So, we have x squared plus y squared equals 2a. Okay, what is r cosine theta? R cosine theta is this, the x. Okay, so transpose. So, x squared minus 2ax plus y squared equals 0. Then complete the square. So we have x squared minus 2ax plus a squared plus y squared equals, so kung dinagdag mo rito, ganun din sa kabilang side para hindi magbago yung ating equation. Okay, so may a squared yan. So may a squared din dito. Okay? So pwede na natin siyang, okay, this is x minus a quantity squared plus y squared equals a squared. Okay? So the center of the circle is at A, 0. And the radius is this. So A. So R squared yan. No? So the radius is A. So madali na. No? The area will be pi R squared. And R is A. So A is equal to pi A squared. Okay, square units. So ito na yung answer. So yan yung madali. No? So, madali rin naman if we're going to use the calculus, no? Subukan natin. Sige, since yun naman ang ating topic dito, no? So, calculus. So, using integral calculus, let's solve this problem, no? Yung ating polar equation. Okay? So, ang kailangan ko is the circle. Kailangan ko ng circle with mga degrees. Sige, meron tayong ginawa dito. Lagay na lang natin. So, this one. Okay. So, magpa-plot tayo ng ating polar equation. Okay. So, sa problem, sinabi naman na circle yan. Okay. And the center is at A0. Okay. So, pwede na to as i-drawing mo lang dito, no? Diretso na, no? O, palit mo tayo ng pen. So, palitan natin siya ng color. Let's make it yellow. This one, okay? So, itong point dito, this is, let's call this 0.5A, 0, okay? 0.5A, 0. Okay? Zoom pa natin. Yan. Okay? Itong sunod will be, itong center natin, nandito, no? A0. Yung sunod is 1.5A0 and this one is 2A0. Okay? So, since alam natin yan ay circle and the center is at A0 and the radius is A, madali na to, no? So, this 0.5, ito yung A, so hanggang dito sa linya na to, no? Sige. Okay, gawa tayo ng circle, no? Yan. So, banda dito, no? Okay na ba? Mukha ng circle? Oo. Okay na to, ah. Yes. Okay, assuming now, Mohang circle, pwede na yan. Okay, so, yung ating radius will be A. So, 0.5A, so A, 1.5 and 2. Okay, so ito na yan, yung ating radius from this to this. Yan, radius natin. So, if you're going to plot this, pwede naman, ano? Pwede mo siyang i-plot. Kailangan gagawa tayo ng table. So, yung ating equation is R, okay, R, okay, paltang ko lang yung pen. So, equation natin is R equals, okay, R equals 2A cosine theta. So, ang kailangan lang natin is the table. So, gawa tayo ng table. So, yan yung table natin. So theta 0. Okay, so gawin natin to. Para sa 0, this is what, 30. Then 60, 90. Okay. Then 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, okay, 270, 300, 330, and 60. Okay. So, paano to? So, ito yung theta natin, and this is R. So, when theta is 0, what is R? Okay, so substitute lang natin dito sa ating equation. So, ito yung 30 degrees, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, 270, 300, 330, and 360. Okay? So, gamit tayo ng calcu dito. Okay. So, labas natin yung ating calculator. So, what is cosine of 0? Times 2. So, we have here 2a. Okay, 2a. And what is cosine of 30? Times 2. So, square root of 3 or 1.7. 1.73 na lang, no? 8. And what is cosine 60? So, cosine of 60 is 1/2 times 2. Okay, so A na lang, no? 8. Then cosine of 90 is what? 0. Okay, so 0 na to. Cosine of 120 is negative 1/2 times 2. Okay, so negative A. How about 150? Cosine of 150 is what? Times 2. Okay, equals negative 1.73. Negative 1.73a. Okay. How about cosine of 180? Negative 1 times 2. So, minus 2a. Then, cosine of 210 is, okay, the square root, negative square root of 3 over 2 times 2 equals 1.7 din, no? 1.73a. How about 240? Cosine of 240 is what? Negative 1/2 times 2 or negative 1 or negative a na lang. 270. Cosine of 270 is 0. Okay, so 0. Cosine of 300. is 1/2 times 2. So 1. Okay, so A na lang to. And cosine of 330 is times 2. Okay. So 1.738. How about cosine of 360 equals 1 times 2. So 2A. So, ayan yung long method, no? So, pwede mo gamitin yung function sa calculator, yung mode 7, no? Mode 7. So, ayan yung table. Mode 7. Okay? So, sulat natin, no? Mode 7, no? Sa calcu, no? Tapos, kunin nyo yung, of course, yung table, mode 7. May makita kayo dyan, f of x. So, f of x, isusulat mo lang yung ating equation na 2a cosine theta, no? So, 2, so may a dyan, constant. So, let's assume that a is 1, okay? So, cosine x, o alpha x na lang, no? Or cosine x equals, press equals. So, wala na yan, equals na lang, wala tayong g of x. Yung ating start will be 0 degree, okay, 0. Yung ating end is 360 degrees, yan. Okay, then the step is about 30, no? 30 degrees yung step natin. So 30, 60, 90. Okay, then meron ka nang makukuhang answer, no? Pwede rin ito, no? Mas mabilis, no? So yung ating value rito sa column 1 and column 2, no? When theta is 0, yan, palagay naman, no? 2a. So 2 na, no? 2. Then, sunod, 30 degrees, that's 1.73a. Then, followed by 1 or a. Then, 90 is 0, negative 1 or negative a. Then, 150 is negative 1.73a. Tingnan lang natin, double check natin kung tama yung ating computation kanina. Okay, 270, 0. 300 is 1 or A. 1.732 positive. Okay, then 2A. Okay, nice. So, tama, no? So, mode 7 yung ginamit. Okay, pwede mo na ngayon i-plot yan. Meron na tayong coordinates, no? Pwede mo na yung i-plot. So, okay, kayo na lang mag-plot. No? May circle na naman, no? So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, alsin ko lang yung calculator, no? Yan. Okay? So, zoom ko lang. So, in solving the polar areas, ang kailangan mo lang dito, dapat alam mo yung area ng sector. What is the area of sector? Area of sector is equal to 1/2 r squared theta. Theta is in radians. No? So kung alam mo itong formula na to, wala na tayong problema dito. No? Masosolve mo na agad dito using integral calculus. So paano yun? Okay. So yan. Kuha tayo ng drawing lang tayo dito. Kunyari meron tayong sector. Okay? Sample lang. Okay, color ano na lang. Color, ano maganda? Red. Red na lang, no? Okay, mag-red tayo. Para sa sector. So, kuha tayo ng sector. And remember that this sector is infinitesimally small. Maliit lang yan, no? So, maliit lang yan. Sector yan, okay? Sector. So, ito will be yung ating d theta. And of course, this is r. Okay? So, sa calculus, sa integral calculus, kukunin mo yung maliliit na sector, no? Yung mga sector na yan, then i-add natin. Kaya nga tayo may integral sign, ano? So, ang tanong lang dito, ano ba yung limits na gagamitin natin? Okay? So, okay, palitan ko ulit ng color. Ating pen. Okay, so ating differential area will be 1 half, okay, 1 half r squared, and of course, yung d theta. So, d theta. Okay? So, ayan, maliit lang kasi, no? Maliit na maliit lang yan. Okay, integrating both sides. So, we have a equals the integral of 1 half r squared d theta. Okay? Now, ano ba yung r squared? I mean, ano yung r? Sa ating equation, that is a equals the integral of 1 half times 2ar ba yan? 2a, no? 2a pala. 2a cosine theta squared. Okay? D theta. Okay? Now, kailangan natin ng limits. Anong limits? So, para makuha natin yung area ng ating circle, so kailangan natin limits, no? What if ganito ang gawin natin? Kunin lang natin yung area ng semicircle. So, limits will be from 0 to 90 degrees or 0 to, from here, so dito dadaan yung ating sector, no? From 0, yan, papunta ng 90 degrees or pi over 2. 0 to pi over 2. So kapag sinold mo yan, ang nakuha mo lang is area of the semicircle, kalahati. So kailangan natin is the area of the circle. So we need to multiply this by 2. Okay? Yes. So area is 2 over 2. So cancel na. Then this one, 2a squared or 4a squared. Labas na natin, constant, no? Okay? So ayan. Julitan lang natin. So, ayan, in 4a squared times the integral of cosine, okay, cosine squared theta d theta. Limits from 0 to pi over 2. Okay, nasundan. So, yung kanina kinuha natin ay yung area lang ng semicircle. Limits from 0 to pi over 2 or 0 to 90 degrees. Ang kailangan natin is the area of the circle. We need to multiply this by 2. No? And 2 over 2 is 1. Then 2a squared or 2 squared, a squared. That's 4a squared times the integral of cosine squared theta d theta. Limits 0 to pi over 2. Okay? So equals, dito na lang. So we have 4a squared. Okay? So, kailangan natin ng identity dito. Ano? So, 0 to pi over 2. So, cosine squared theta d theta is what? So, alala pa? That is 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2. Okay, very good. Yan, no? So, may constant ulit dito na 1 half. Labas na natin. So, the area is equal to 4 over 2, that is 2a squared. Okay? Then multiply by d theta times 1. So the integral of d theta, limits 0 to pi over 2. Plus the integral of cosine of 2 theta d theta, limits from 0 to pi over 2. Okay, yan. Mukhang madali na, no? Okay, so we have 2a squared. 2a squared. So what is the integral of d theta? Siyempre, theta. Okay? Plus, so what is the integral of cosine 2 theta? Integral of cosine is sine, no? Then meron kang integrating factor dito. So we need to introduce 1 half sa labas. So magkakaroon ng 1 half bali yan. No? So 1 half sine 2 theta. Okay? Limits 0 to pi over 2. Okay? Yes. So this is equal to a equals, so upper limit muna, no? Pi over 2. So 2a squared times, so theta is pi over 2 plus 1 half times sine 2 times pi over 2. Okay? Then, minus 0. Okay? Lagyan natin ng bracket ulit. So this is, yan, ano magandang tingnan. 0, then plus 1/2 sine 2 times 0. Okay? Yan. So we have A equals, so ano ba tong sine 0? Sine 0 is 0. Wala na to, no? So 0. Ito na lang yung may value. So we have 2a squared. What is sine pi? Sine pi is what? 0 din, no? Yes? So 0 din. Yeah, 0 din to, no? Sine pi is 0. Sine 180, okay. Sine 180 is 0. So ano tira is 2a squared times pi over 2. Ayun. Huh? So the final answer will be pi a squared square units. Yun. So parehas lang ng answer. Doon sa nauna natin ginawa. No? Okay? Yes, very easy. Okay, number 2, what is the area? Okay, what is the area enclosed by the curve r equals 1 minus sine theta? Okay, so solution. So yung ating equation na r equals 1 minus sine theta, we know that this is a cardioid, no? Or heart. Dapat ganyan yung ating shape niya, no? Kapag na-plot na natin. Okay, labas ko lang yung ating circle. Okay. And of course, the calculator. Or pwede nyo rin naman siyang i-plot, no? So from 0 to 360 degrees, i-substitute dun sa r equals 1 minus sine theta. 0, 30, 60, it's up to you, no? Pwede rin 0, 15, 30, 45, and so on. So para lang mabilis, no? Gamitan natin siya ng mode 7, okay? Mode 7. So mode table, no? 7. And the equation is 1 minus sine of theta, no? Or x na lang dito. Press equals again. Then start. So 0. Okay. From 0 degree up to 360 degrees. And step is 30. So yung step dito, pwede ring 15 or it's up to you, no? Gusto mo maraming i-plot. So okay na to, no? Then, yung ating circle, yung inner circle, yan yung ating, sabihin natin 0.5. Okay, pwede na yan. No? 0.5, then followed by 1, 1.5, then 2. Okay? So, tingnan natin kung anong kakalabasan nito. Ay, nawala yung ating answer. What happened? So, yeah, ulit na lang. So, 1 minus sine, okay, x. Press equals lang yan. Huh? Andiyan na. Okay, let's plot this. So, 0 and 1. O, ito 0.5. So, 0 and 1 at 0 degrees. Andito siya. Okay. Then, 30 degrees, 0.5. So, 30 degrees, 0.5. Ito. Okay. Next is 60 degrees, 0.1339. Okay, 60 degrees, 0.1339. So, sabihin natin nandiyan banda. Okay? Then, how about yung 90? 90 is, okay, 0. No? 90, 0. So, at 90 degrees or pi over 2, this is 0. Yan. Then, at 120 degrees, that's 0.1339. 0.1339. So, dito lang, magkatapat lang. Okay? Then, 150, that's 0.5. Yan. Okay, next. 180, no? 180 is 1. 181. Ito yung 1, nandito. Yan. Then, 210, 1.5. 210, 1.5. Okay, ito. Then, 240. At 240, this is 1.866. Okay, 1.866. Ito kasi 2, ano? Hanggang dito. So, somewhere here siguro. Okay? 1.866. And 270, that's 2. Dito, 2. And then, what's next? 300, 1.866. So, magkatapat lang itong isa. Ayan, nandyan. Then, 330 is 1.5. Okay? 1.5, 330. And 360 degrees, or yung 0, no? 1. Okay? Andito siya. 1. There. So, lagyan natin. Change the color. Gawin natin itong red para ma-trace natin yung mga points. Okay? So, sige. Lakihan lang natin ng konti. So, nakikita nyo ba na mukha na siyang heart? Mukha ng heart, no? Yes? Okay. So, kung maraming points to, mas maganda eh. Pero okay na rin to. Sige. Okay. Pilitin kong gandahan na lang, no? Yan. Okay. Kunyari, maganda yan, no? Oops. Okay. And this one. Okay. Para siyang mansanas pala nangyari, no? Okay na rin yan, no? Mukhang heart. Yan. Okay. Cardioid yan. Okay? Yes. Cardioid na yan. Okay? Cardioid. Now, paano natin makukuha yung area enclosed by this curve? Yung cardioid na yan. So, ang kailangan lang natin dito is, of course, the area of the sector. Okay? Sector lang. Okay, palit lang ulit tayo ng pen. Gawin natin yellow. Okay, kuha tayo ng sector. Okay, sector. Okay, sector. Dito na lang. Maliit lang, no? Maliit lang. Oops. Then, ito pala. Yan. Okay. Okay, sector na yan, no? So, ang mangyayari dito is, kung ito yung ating d theta, of course, this is the r. So, gagalaw yan. Let's say from, ano ba to? This is pi over 2 or 90 to 270, no? So, dito, gagalaw yan 90 to 270. Times 2 na lang para makuha natin yung buong area ng cardioid. Okay? So, well, limits natin. It's pi over 2. 270 is 3 pi over 2. No? 3 pi over 2. Yeah, 3 pi is 540 divided by 2. That's 270. Okay? Okay na. Yes. Sige, solve na natin ito. No? Okay? So, let's remove the calculator para meron tayong space. Okay, area is equal to the integral of 1/2 r squared d theta. Okay? And r is 1 minus sine theta. Okay? So, substitute lang natin yung r, which is 1 minus sine theta. So, the area will be 1/2 times quantity 1 minus sine theta squared d theta. Limits, anong limits natin? So, limits from pi over 2 or 90 degrees up to 270 degrees, no? Then multiply by 2 na lang. Kasi kalahati lang yung nakuha natin, no? So, limits from 90 to 270 degrees. Or pi over 2, then this one is 3 pi over 2. It's 270 degrees. Kalahati lang yan, so multiply by 2. Okay? Then the area is equal to the integral of 1 minus sine theta squared d theta. Limits from pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2. So the area is equal to, expand, so we have 1 minus 2 sine theta, okay, plus sine squared theta, d theta, limits pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2. So the area is equal to, okay, so integral of d theta is theta. And integral of minus 2 sine theta is minus 2. The integral of sine is negative cosine, so positive cosine theta. Okay? How about this one? The integral of sine squared theta. So, may identity to, no? So, recall na lang, no? Recall. Identity for sine squared theta is equal to, let's use 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. Okay? So, ayun gamitin natin, no? So, ang mangyayari dyan will be the integral of, okay, plus 1 half theta minus 1 over 4 sine 2 theta. And the limits from pi over 2 to 3 pi over 2. Okay? And solve. Area is equal to, okay, 3 pi, upper limit, 3 pi over 2. Okay, substitute 3 pi over 2, so 0. Okay, 0 plus 3 pi over 4, no? Over 4 na. That's 2 times 2. Over 4. Okay, then minus sine 2 times 3 pi over 2, so sine, or 0 na to, no? 0. So 0 plus or minus 0. Okay, minus 0. Then minus the lower limit, pi over 2. So we have, substitute here, so pi over 2. Pi over 2. Then cosine of 90 or pi over 2 is 0. Okay, plus 0. Then 1 half pi over 2 or pi over 4 plus pi over 4 minus sine pi. Okay, sine pi is also 0, no? Also 0. So, yun na, no? So, what is the area? What is the area? So, the area is, yan ay natira, no? So, 3 pi or 1.5 pi minus pi over 2 or 1.5 pi minus 0.5. So, pi na lang, no? So, 1.5 minus 0.5, that's 1 or pi na lang natira. 1. Ito naman, 3 pi over 4 or 0.75 minus 0.25 pi over 4. So, ilan yun? It's 0.5 or pi over 2 or plus pi over 2. Correct? So, ilan to? This is equal to 3 pi over 2 square units. So, ayan yung area ng cardioid. Okay? Madali lang, no? So, may mga konti lang na mga identities, mga trigonometry dito. Okay? Yes. Okay, number 3 tayo. What is the area enclosed by the curve R equals 2a cosine squared theta? Okay, solution. Pag natin yung ating circle. And let's change the color of the pen. Gawin natin yellow. Okay. So, zoom natin konti. And pull out natin yung ating calculator. There. Okay. So, mode 7 again. Mode 7. Okay. The equation is 2a cosine squared. Okay, cosine, okay, alpha x, or then raised to 2. There, no? Equals, gawin natin start, 0 degree, and it's 360 degrees. Step, gawin natin itong 30 degrees. And yun ang ating mga points. Okay? So, 0 at 0, that's 2. Yun. And 2. Then, 30 is 1.5. 60 is 0.5. Next, 90 degrees. 90 degrees is 0. Okay? 120, 0.5. 150, 1.5. 180, 2. 210, 1.5. 240.5. And 270, 0. 300 is 0.5. Okay. Then 330, 1.5 here. And 362. Okay. So, pwede na natin siyang alisin na natin yung ating calculator. And zoom natin ng konti. And let's trace the points. No? Gamit tayo ng red color. Okay. So, dito pala sa points, alam na natin ang itsura nito. No? Tingnan natin. Sige, hindi ko na gamitan ng French curve. No? Freehand na lang. Okay. Simula sa 0, papunta dito sa isang point. Here, here. Okay. And here, here. So, imagine nyo si Spider-Man. Yeah, mukhang Spider-Man, no? You know? Yes. So, kunyari, perfect yan, no? Okay. So, para ma-solve natin yung area enclosed by this curve, ang kailangan ulit natin is the sector, no? Area of the sector. So, gawa tayo ng sector. Gawin natin yellow naman, no? So, ayan. And there. Okay. So, yan yung kailangan natin. So, ito ay d theta and this one is the radius. Okay? Reduce tayo ng konti para makasulat ng maganda. So, to solve this, again, kailangan natin yung differential area nga, no? Itong maliit na sector. So, ang gamitin nating limits is from 0 to 90 degrees or 0 to pi over 90. So, pag ginamit mo is 0 to pi over 90, ang makukuha mo lang na area is yung 1/4 lang. So, kailangan mo i-multiply ito by 4, no? So, 1, 2, 2, 3, and 4. So, 4 areas yan para makuha natin yung area enclosed by this curve, no? So, the area or the equation is R equals 2A cosine squared theta. No? Ano yung area enclosed na yan? So, the area will be, area ng sector ulit, no? So, the integral of 1/2 R squared d theta. So, ang limits natin from 0 to pi over 2, 1/4 lang yan, so multiply by 4. Okay, yung R dito, substitute natin dito. So, we have A is equal to 4 times the integral of 0 to pi over 2, 1/2 times 2A cosine squared theta squared d theta. So this is how much? So that's 2. Okay, area will be 2 times the integral of 0 to pi over 2. 2A squared, that's 4A. So 4A squared cosine raised to 4 theta d theta. Okay? So the area is equal to, this is 8A squared times the integral of cosine. Identity tayo, no? So, cosine squared theta is equal to, yung ginamit natin kanina, that is equal to 1 plus cosine 2 theta. No? Cosine 2 theta over 2. Okay? Yes. Yes. So, yan na. So, this is equal to 8A squared times the integral of cosine or 1 plus cosine 2 theta over 2 squared pa to, no? Squared d theta from 0 to pi over 2. Okay? So, yan, madali na, no? So, 2 squared, so 4. So this is equal to 2a squared. So 4 or 8 over 4 is 2. So 2a squared. Okay? Yung constant natin. Times the integral of 0 to pi over 2. Then this one is, naka-square pa to, no? So 1 plus 2 cosine 2 theta. Okay? Plus cosine squared 2 theta d theta. Limit 0 to pi over 2. Then, integrate. Okay? So, integrate. Madali na to, ano? Sige. Solve na rin natin. So, we have, diretso na natin, no? So, 2a squared multiply by, this is, theta. This one, sine 2 theta over 2 times 2, so plus sine 2 theta. Plus identity again, so we have, 1 half theta. Then plus, 1 half times 1 over 4, so 1 over 8, okay? Then sine 4, okay, sine 4 theta. Okay, limits from 0 to pi over 2. Or this is equal to, this and this combined, so 2a squared times 3 halves theta plus sine 2 theta plus 1/8 sine 4 theta, limit 0 to pi over 2. Okay. Now, substitute the upper limit. So, we have 2a squared, okay, times 3 halves times pi over 2. Then, what is sine 2 times pi over 2 or sine pi? So, plus 0. No? Ito naman, 1/8 sine 4 times pi over 2 or sine 2 pi. Sine 360, 0. So, 0 din. Minus the lower limit. So, 0, sine 0, 0 na rin. So, ditong sine 4, 0. Sine 4 times 0 is 0. Times 1/8. So, 0 na rin yan. No? Okay, 0. Yan. So, ano natira? So, we have, the area is equal to, so we have 3 halves pi a squared. Square units. Yes. Yan ang sagot. Final answer. Very easy.